my dear Goenkans. I welcome you all to today's audio-visual lesson. Our topic for today is verbs in past tense. First, let me look at the pictures given here and try to understand what they're trying to tell you. What is the man in this picture doing? What is the boy in this picture having? What is the man in this picture doing? Again, the words like reading, eating, and driving express some action. What are all these words that express an action called? Yes, they are called verbs. Remember, you also call verbs as action words. Verbs are different words that show some action. Let's understand what are different forms of verbs and how they are formed. Cry. Cry can be crying also, and then cried. Jump, jumping, jumped. All forms of verbs come from base verbs. Let us see how. A base is the simplest form of a verb without any special ending. All the verbs shown in the examples in red are base verbs. A base verb changes form to show the time of action done or simply tense. So, cry can be present, crying can be present continuous, and cried can be past tense. So, depending on the change in the base form of the verbs, verbs have two types, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Yes, worked becomes worked with an ed. Cry becomes cried with ied. See, now in case of verbs ending with the letter y is first dropped, letter I is used in its place, and then ed is added. So the verbs that talk about action that have already taken place and end with d, ed, ied, and talk about the past actions are called regular verbs. Simple. Verbs that talk about the past action but do not end with d, ed, or ied are called irregular verbs. What are the examples here? You have eat, ate, run, ran, come, came, write, wrote, swim, swam, drive, drove. So all these change completely from their base forms. I hope this concept of verbs is clear to everyone. We will try and learn more about this concept. Thank you, students.